Hello everybody! I hope that you can all hear me well, and thank you very much for joining me today. Today we will review a beautiful page, a portfolio page, which is sent to me by Max. Max is also a fellow developer, and I think that he has done a very beautiful work with his portfolio. Of course, as always, we can always try to do something better than we have already created, so that's why he sent me his website just to review it. It will be a quick review since it's okay. Now, if you want to take part as well, in the description box you will find a link that you can send me your project, and very happily I will do a review for it. Alright, great. If you can hear me, then please just leave a comment, because previously we had some issues with the sound, so I hope that this time you can all hear me very well. Alright, thank you. I think that now we are ready to start. So the first thing that I say is, hi, I am Max and web developer, and he also has this beautiful animation and the blue color. I really like that, so keep it as it is. But then here in I am, you can add either an apostrophe or the first letter, like I am Max. And then you say front-end developer, HTML, CSS, etc. I think that here you can add comma, like HTML, comma, CSS, comma, JavaScript, etc. And then you have contact Max, we will see that in a bit. And you have your image here with this beautiful hover. At first I hadn't noticed that hover effect, but actually it's pretty nice. It has a nice slide in and slide out effect. It's a really good job there. Alright, let's go to contact Max, which is the first thing that we will see. I like this animation, but I think that if someone starts writing something in that message, maybe this background can be a little bit distracting, especially if he wants to write a lot of things. Now you have name, email, subject and message. The first three things, name, email and subject, has a specific font family, but the message, maybe because it's a different kind of placeholder, it has a different font family as far as I can see. You could change that also to have everywhere the same font family. I like that this one is draggable, and I like that I can hover on them and they are changing color, so this is also cool. You have the submit button here. I think that the letters here could be a little bit bigger, okay, but other than that it's okay, I like it. It says I'm interested in freelance opportunities. Maybe you could write here I'm interested in freelancing opportunities, especially ambitious or large projects. Dot, you're missing a dot here, or a comma. However, if you have other requests or question, this should be in plural. So if you have other requests or questions, don't, an apostrophe here, don't hesitate to contact me below form either. So I think that this sentence can be written a little bit better. However, if you have other requests or questions, don't hesitate to contact me using the form below. Something like that, I think it will be a little bit better. Alright, let's continue with skills. In skills, it's beautiful. It says, what can Max? I think you should write, what can Max do? Something like that. You're missing a verb here. Or like Max likes to do those things. Something like that. So it says the main area of my expertise is front-end development. One of my main goals with my career is to work towards becoming a full-stack developer. Good for you. I love creating unique and beautiful websites, but my main passion is behind the curtains, creating smart ways to handle, sort and store large data with JavaScript, PHP, and MySQL. Now, I think that these things, the technologies that you are mentioning here, JavaScript, PHP, and MySQL, should also be written in the homepage. You have here, for example, jQuery and JS. Like, write that as JavaScript, MySQL, and PHP, since these are the things that you like. I love okay. And then you have the advanced skills and the basic skills. You could write them also a little bit differently. Like maybe that you have something like you have more experience with these things rather than with those basic skills. But I'm not sure if you're really mean that. Like basics, you're meaning the things that you're not very familiar with, or do you mean something different? Okay, on the contact we've already saw that. So the last thing is work, and actually Max asked me to look particularly this page right here, the work that he has done. So let's see that. Again, you have the same background effect. This is cool. And then you have game, the Keep View project, and book cover, Children of Harrying View project. Now, the thing here is that it's a little bit difficult to read the three things here because the background has a lot of colors, like has images, so it's kind of difficult to read that part. My suggestion would be to either use an image without a lot of color, like maybe blur the image or make it a little bit transparent, and here again maybe use, like here you have white on white, maybe you could always have white color for the background and then black color or a blue color, something like that, so it's always visible. And also do the same here for game and kingdom, and the same again like goes here. It's difficult to be read. If you had just one color, or that behind image was a little bit blurry or with not a lot of transparency, it would be much easier to read what you say here. So like you have two options, either to play with the images or to use a background here. Let's click on a project. So you have like learning Unity, you have some images, I guess, from the game, and you have download the game. Maybe I would also like to see some more details, and maybe also if you had like a live preview or something like that, I think that it would be really cool. Now I like the form here, it's quite simple. The letters are big, which is always a plus, and you don't have like extra things. But if you want to add more things, then just add some more info, like where can I find that, like is there somewhere a live preview or something like that. And then for the X, you could either have it like a panel, so if I would click outside of the panel it would close, or you could have the X right here and not up there. Okay, and let's also see that project. It is another game. Again, here you have some images and you have try the game. Maybe you could add more images, maybe you could add some code, maybe you could add some other snippets, but all in all it's good. Just move that X button somewhere here, and or make it like clickable. If I click outside this box it should close. That's cool. So I think that's it. Maybe I would like here in the about section, okay, here I have to add some things actually. It says, who is Max? Nice, again I like that. And it says, I'm a creative, ambitious and eager to learn digital creator that is looking for new challenges and project to sink my teeth into. I was born and raised, okay. 4 years ago I packed my bags and moved to Malmo. Funny thing here, 2 years ago I also went to Malmo. It's a very beautiful city in Sweden. I really like that. I'm not going to read everything right now, but I would suggest you, Max, to just read again everything, because there are some parts that you're missing the dots, and some sentences can be rephrased to look a little bit better. Now, the other thing is that these links, or I thought that these 3 images were links, but now I can see that it's not, because I'm clicking